Well, so good evening, everyone, and welcome to the rendezvous. And finally, the day which is very special has arrived, and I would like to welcome all of you to the Legends Club. Celebrates its legends, its cricket icon, and someone who has given us such big happiness, in 1983 after lifting that trophy. Today we are here to celebrate the 66th birthday of the great Kapil Dev, sir. Well, and we would also like to thank the entire team of D.Y. Patil for giving us such a wonderful venue to celebrate this special day. Well, all our guests are here and our speakers are here. So first we will welcome them, we will felicitate them, and then they will come and sit here. So first I would like to welcome and felicitate Mr. Nadeem Memon. And to do that, may I request Mr. Avinash Salvi, sir, to please welcome Nadeem, sir, with a book from Marine Sports and a tie as well from the Legends Club. Okay. All right, next I would like to welcome and felicitate Mr. Prasad Desai. For that, may I please call upon Dr. Vandana Mishra ji, the Vice Chancellor. Well, after that, we would like to welcome and felicitate Mr. Pradeep Sundaram. For that, I will request Mr. Vrindan Zadav to please come forward. Thank you, sir. After that, we would like to welcome Mr. Amit Dani. For that, I request Mr. Marcus Kuto to please come forward. After that, we would like to welcome and felicitate Mr. Suresh Shastri, sir. And for that, I will request Dr. Nitin Sippi to please come forward. Now, to start off the evening, I would first like to call Dr. Vandana Mishra ji to give a welcome speech.
Thank you so much. Very warm welcome to all the dignitaries here seated in the auditorium. It's a pleasure, honor, pride to have such wonderful men in blue actually sitting in the auditorium, gracing the D.Y. Patil deemed to be university by your gracious presence. Thank you so much on behalf of the entire university to all of you for taking out time out of your busy schedule and making it for this wonderful event. By your presence, you've added so much value to the university, to this event. Having said that, I would also, I would really from the bottom of my heart thank our Honorable Chancellor and President, Dr. Vijay D. Patil sir, who has given us this wonderful opportunity to actually have an opportunity to interact with dignitaries, sports enthusiasts, the who's who of the sports industry who have come here to the D.Y. Patil. A big thank you and a wonderful round of applause, please, for my Honorable Chancellor and President, Dr. Vijay D. Patil, sir. Having said that, I think I won't be able to really put across the kind of energy, enthusiasm that sir has when it comes to sports. Having said that, the D.Y. Patil University believes in the holistic development, and because of which, along with academics, sports play a major role in the building the growth, the mind, body, and soul development of every student. And, I would say that the center of excellence in which you are seated today is actually a dream project of our Honorable Chancellor. I'm sure the movie that you have seen has given you an idea about the passion that has gone behind having built this. Having said that, I was just interacting and I told you, sir, that we have the Vijay Patil School of Management where we offer programs of MBA and BBA. And in the MBA program, we are offering sports management as one of those specializations. Through this, I would just like to take this opportunity to put it across to all of you that we have this wonderful sports management MBA program, which we have it at the Vijay Patil School of Management. And now that you are here on campus, I would like to further, interact and collaborate with you on behalf of the Vijay Patil School of Management for having some, a wonderful lecture series or interactions with students, giving them the insights of, how really a sports management program is run about, because your expertise, your guidance, your words of wisdom will play a major role in giving them an idea, perspective of how really an MBA graduate who's specializing into sports should really look at the industry. Having said that, I will not take much of your time. I know you all are really waiting to hear from the enthusiasts, the wonderful, the dignitaries that we have. And thank you so much for gracing this occasion. I am sure that we'll have a wonderful panel discussion which will be very enlightening and encouraging, and lots of learning that will happen, and a lot of ideas which, we've also not heard about from the sports arena. We would get to hear from you today. Thank you so much once again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you here. And now let's get back to the birthday mood, the celebration mood. But before we do that, okay, I thought some technical glitch. Well, just before we do that, we will have all our guest speakers first on the dais. May I please first welcome Pradeep Sundaram sir to please come and have a seat. I would like to also invite Prasad Desai sir to please come and have a seat. Mr. Amit Dani sir, please. Nadeem Memon sir, please come and please have a seat, sir. After that, I would like to call Suresh Shastri sir to please come. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dipesh Sule and I'll be the host for the evening. It's an honor to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate the birthday of a legend, a cricketing icon and a national hero, the one and only Mr. Kapil Dev. Today is not just any ordinary day. It is the day we celebrate the extraordinary life and legacy of a man who has not only etched his name in the cricketing history, but also has inspired millions of fans and aspiring cricketers across the globe. Kapil Dev, the man who led to its first ever Cricket World Cup victory in 1983, has given us countless moments of joy, pride, and inspiration. His leadership, resilience, and passion for the game transformed Indian cricket forever. His iconic knock of 175 runs in the 1983 World Cup, the breathtaking fast bowling, and his ability to rise above all the challenges are just few of the countless memories that we have as cricket fans, and that will be cherished for a lifetime. As we celebrate his birthday today, let us all take a moment to remember all the unforgettable moments that he has given us, all the records that he has broken, and the legacy he continues to build. We are here not only to wish him a very happy birthday, but to express a deep gratitude for everything he has done for cricket and for our country, India. Kapil Dev Paji, we are so fortunate to witness your journey and to learn from your wisdom. On behalf of everyone present here today, I want to extend our warmest wishes to you. May this year bring a lot of good health, happiness, and continued success in all that you do and every inning that you play. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in raising a toast to the legend, to the champion, and an inspiration, Mr. Kapil Dev. And just when everyone was gathering, we saw all generations sitting here. And something that came to our mind, probably something that we've done from the early days of everyone's life. Let's sing happy birthday song for him. We want this video, to go viral and, you to reach Kapil Dev sir. And even he loves it. So 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kapil sir. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Well, now that we have such a wonderful guest speakers, on the dais, we are going to hear a lot of stories, a lot of memories. It could be very detailed. It could be funny. It could be some unforgettable moments that you all must have lived somewhere down the line. So first, I would like to invite, because what happens in cricket is that before a cricket match, the pitch is prepared first. It always comes to that 22 yards, because every time if the bowler is not having a good day, he finds a curator. If the batsman is not having a good day, he finds a curator. Bhai, wicket kisne banaya? So let me first get the backstage hero with us to speak today. A curator, he's an artist, a craftsman, and a crucial part of the cricketing experience. The pitch he prepares is more than just a playing surface. It is a stage where the world's best cricketers showcase their skills, where moments of magic unfold, and where history is made. His expertise in creating pitches that offer a fair contest between bat and ball and has made him a respected figure in the global cricketing community. The dedication of professionals like Nadeem Memon sir, who work tirelessly to ensure that the ground is set, the pitch is perfect, and the match conditions are conducive to the best cricketing action. His work often goes uncelebrated, but today we have the chance to recognize his immense contribution to the sport. His work at Oval Maidan in Mumbai, which was converted into the Elf Vengsarkar Cricket Academy, fencing of the Azad and Cross Maidans, are just a few of his notable forays into the cricketing world. On this special occasion of Kapil Dev sir's birthday, let's get excited to hear some stories from the man himself on Indian pitches. Kapil da jawab nahi. Nadeem Memon sir, if you want, you can sit also, you can come here, please. The stage is all yours, like the pitch is always yours.
Batting first. this is very interesting now. University chancellors, everybody is here. And a ordinary cricketer and then became creator. Played cricket, played football, been always a Maidan man, always played in the Maidan. So love for the Maidan was my first choice. If somebody would ask me, whom you going to marry, then I'll say I'll marry Maidans first. So I told my wife first that first I was married to cricket and Maidans, then I am proposing you today. So definitely, I got a lot of seniors here. I'm very shy about speaking in front of the speaker, seniors players. Like I have a lot of my captain Tumbe is here, Banerjee is there, who made me football player. A lot of friends are there. Khanna Sahab is there. Ayaz Mehman, Gulam Parkar, we played together. A lot of, and definitely Pradeep Sundaram, I played him when he got 10 wickets. And he came and he was bowling at me at that speed, depend how, I think what type of fast bowling he used to bowl. After Rajasthan, he came against, I think you were in the bank. And I was also in the bank, IDBI. So we were 30 for 5. The Pradeep was bowling that way. So we played cricket, well, Maidans was very, I felt very sorry for the Maidan because Maidans were always were with, what we say, hurtmans, then drug addict, and all these things we were there. So definitely I went on cleaning that Maidan, took some BMC officials, then I took our MCA people also. Then we started clearing Cross Maidan, Azad Maidan, Old Maidan. Old Maidan was a very unique thing where we could not do anything. Even Dilip Vengsakar used to be tired that how can we clean this? Because all the foreigners, hawkers, then rabbies, then daruwalas and drugs, I mean, kaun sa cheez nahi thi वहाँ. So we started that act and we got it. That Old Maidan today is one of the best Maidan where how England's ground like park, high parks in there. Today Old Maidan is like that. People are walking, jogging. All senior players, senior citizens are having nice time there in the evening and morning. And same thing with Cross Maidan, we done it. And Azad Maidan also we have done it. So a person, if you want to do it, we can do it. That was my thing. Coming to Paji Kapil Dev, a all-rounder. Actually, he changed the entire cricket scenario. Actually, I can say that what we were only playing spin bowling, that's all. And this fast bowler came in 79, 78, he represented India against Pakistan. Entire scenario has been changed, and what a cricketer he was. And when we met him in CCI or whether it is the Wankhede Stadium or where, he was so down to earth and always talking about fitness. खाली तुम bowling करो, wicket पे bowling करो, बस कुछ नहीं हो. 10 rounds he used to run. He used to run Wankhede Stadium 10 rounds and then he used to go to have a breakfast and take a shower and again come in the net and he used to bowl. That call of Paji Kapil Dev. At the age of 24, he brought our India, the proud and the pride World Cup. In 83, he was the best. Then he brought all these things. So Paji was, today the thing is that के पाजी के लिए हम लोग सब मिले हैं और मुझे इतना अच्छा मौका मिला है कि बात करना. One thing is very clear that पाजी never, उनको कोई घमंड नहीं है, कोई proud नहीं है, कोई चीज़ का उनको ऐसा नहीं है. Anybody can meet, anybody can talk, anybody can do. Only thing is that little he is shy. Till today he is very shy. That I can tell you because whenever we meet he was very shy. चाय पीने के लिए पूछेंगे तो भी संभाल के पूछेंगे हमको. पर कपिल देव का तो जवाब नहीं. ये तो पक्की बात है कि कपिल देव जैसा क्रिकेटर जो मिलियन में एक ही है, वो है कपिल देव. और आज उसकी बर्थडे है और उनने हमको बहुत कुछ सिखाया है. और आज जो इंडिया IPL, वनडे, टेस्ट मैचेस में जो हो रहा है, you see the fast bowlers hardly they do anything. And fast bowler, he started playing until 131 test matches. He was complete, he never been dropped. His fitness was such a beautiful. So that kind of youngsters we need in today's world. Now coming back to my curatorship. Kapil Dev to hai. I think Amit Dani will speak about him. Pradeep Sundaram is there. Definitely Suresh Sastry played with him. I got my captain, Tumbe also played with him in university when Kapil was bowling and he was batting. I think he got 80 runs, I think, the captain. So the thing is that now pitch, cricket pitch. And India ki jo pitches hai. Now we have 3 types of pitches now. Before that only one pitch used to be there, that is called test match wickets. But now a lot of cricket has been changed. There's a one-day cricket and there's a T20 cricket, there's IPL and chalte rehta hai. And the wickets have to be prepared in how many days? The test match that time before I used to prepare. I started in 99 when Kapil Dev was a manager of the Indian team. South Africa versus India. So Kapil Dev came and told me, Nadim, I love to bowl on this wicket. Where were you so many years? I said, Kapil da, you keep grass in India. I have bowled so many overs, so many years I've gone there, but I could not see grass on the wicket. So you have guts to keep the grass on the wicket. I said, yes, why not? South Africa versus India, and Sachin Master, he was our captain of India. So he brought Sachin. Sachin said, I will make 100 here. What about others? What about others? They will run because definitely Donald is coming on you. Then Callis and all, Nancy Crony. So Kapil Dev bolte ke Nadeem bhai, the man of the match will go to Nadeem Memon only. Before the toss, I'm telling you. So this is what Kapil Dev has gave me, that I always remember and keeping it in my mind. Test match wickets, see nowadays, we need a good test match wicket where we have seen nowadays our boys, we have good fast bowlers in India. And as a curator myself, as a ground who looks after so many grounds, like I've seen so many grounds. And Mumbai also, almost majority grounds I look after. But when comes to Ranji Trophy, when comes to test match, when it's come to one-day cricket, when it comes to T20 cricket, always there is an interference. We are not allowed to work as what we want. So I want the thing that a curator has, we know that we are playing in India. What Indian team needs, we know the better. So we need that kind of wicket to be prepared. Now if you have, example I can give you, the World Cup match, finals. Amit, you must be there. Prasad bhai, you also must be knowing. That World Cup match, final match, we lost. Only we lost because of not the team we lost because of the pitch. That was the only loss where we could not, even today I can't adjust and we can't swallow the thing that how we lost the match. So pitch is very important where India become big and when India can come down. So the thing is that the World Cup also, this was a problem. Again, the main problem was preparing the wickets. And if you prepare the wickets, you have to understand what type of team in front of you, home side and away side. So we have to see the home side. Now what happened? Now we are the curator of Mumbai. We are the everything, but somebody else comes in 7 days or 4 days before and they guide us. They say what to do. So this is what is happening. And we have lovely fast bowlers. We can put grass on the wicket. We can ask New Zealand team. See, New Zealand team came here, we lost 3-0. We made spinner wickets. And on that spinner wicket, they were completely prepared because New Zealand itself has 3 to 4 grounds where Indian soil are gone there. And they are practicing in New Zealand, Indian soil, wickets. So they practice and come. And here what do we make? नहीं स्पिनर ट्रैक बनाओ, हम लोग जीत जाएंगे. तो ये सब चीजें है ना, थोड़ा सा हटके होना चाहिए. बिकॉज क्रिकेटर को क्रिकेट खेलना चाहिए, क्रिकेटर को विकेट बनाना. इफ आई एम डूइंग एनीथिंग रॉन्ग, I have to be answerable for that. This is what we lack of it. Cricket is going commercial now. T20. Now, can you imagine T20 tournament? people are making 250 runs in a match. What bowler? Pradeep Sundaram क्या करेगा? इतना flat wicket. So at least you give some of our boys that, see, fast bowlers also, they are Indians, they are our teammates. So only you decide that खाली sixes and fours मार के, तो what is the use of becoming a cricketer? And cricket, see, we have 150, 160 का score रहते, 8 wicket गया, 6 wickets गया. So at least that kind of wicket, at least that kind of match become interesting. कि अच्छे batsman जल्दी हो रहे हैं, तो ये now what happening? We don't have that class. Only make Pata wickets, that's all. We make Pata wicket, and we say that, I can say, Amit bhai, that we can say that we are pampering our boys to see this. So this should be stopped. खास करके आज के दिन यहाँ डी.वाई. पाटिल स्टेडियम में, because the डी.वाई. पाटिल स्टेडियम, whether it is University Stadium ground, whether it is main stadium ground. Also, I have done the wickets. So I have done the wicket there. Same thing, Wankhede Stadium also, the wicket which I have dug up and I have done in 2002, that is also still playing. A good quality of bounce is there. डी.वाई. Patil has a wonderful wicket here. We have Motera also, we have so many players. But the thing is that we as a ground man, एज ए क्रिएटर, हमको एक लिमिटेड है. हमारे ग्राउंड मैन जो क्रिएटर जो काम करते हैं, उनके पास क्या होता है? उनको 15,000 से 18,000 के बीच में पगार होता है. सो दैट इज देयर. प्लेयर्स आर गॉन हाई. दे आर 100 crores, 50 crores, 30 crores. दे आर गेटिंग इन 2 seasons or 3 seasons. बट आवर ग्राउंड मैन आर देयर. जिधर है उधर ही है. वी आर नॉट, वी हैव नथिंग वी गॉट. नो कमर्शियल एंगल फॉर अस. वी आर मालीज, मीन वी आर मालीज ओनली. They treat us like that. And same thing, England में ऐसा नहीं है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी ऐसा नहीं है, न्यूजीलैंड में भी ऐसा नहीं है. Now you tell me, Mumbai creator myself is there. If somebody comes from outside for 4 days, 5 days, and they said, I will make the wicket, what type of wicket he is going to make? Same thing, if England comes, so that from Chennai he will come here, he will prepare the wicket for Mumbai. What is the logic on this? This have to be stopped. A curator have to give responsibility, and he should be answerable. That is a very simple case, what I can say, and I can request you all. So at least गौरव गुप्ता है क्या हो गया? वो लिखता नहीं ज़्यादा ना, वो खाली वन मैन है. Rest, I can say we are late also. I am sorry that Ayaz Memon also there. Sorry sir, ज़्यादा कुछ बोल दिया तो sorry करना. Because he is the person who really I admire him as the editor of sports and given so many cricketers support. And definitely all seniors are there. And definitely Suresh Shastri also is there, though he played with me also. A jam of person. And thanks to Marcus. Where's Marcus? You are looking very young. So thank you Marcus for calling me here. I can speak a lot, but I think आज के लिए इतना काफ़ी है. Thank you very much. And all the best to डी.वाई. Patil. And keep doing this kind of gesture and help to sports. Thank you.
सर आपने मेरा भी स्क्रिप्ट ले लिया.
मैं तो पॉइंट दिखा था.
सर आपने विकेट के बारे में आज काफी कुछ कहा, तो जस्ट एक क्वेश्चन था, ऑडियंस का है, मेरा नहीं है. ये सब जो भी आ रहे हैं ये सब मेरे कंधे पे आज सब रख के चलाने वाले हैं. बट एक क्वेश्चन आपसे था कि व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ रिक्वेस्ट दैट कम्स इन, you know, from pacers, from medium pacers or any spinners, you know, when you're making the wicket. Does it happen quite often?
See, when Bombay is playing Ranji Trophy match, example Ranji Trophy match, Mumbai versus Karnataka. So we see the opposite strength. What Kannada has the good fast bowlers, whether Mumbai has the good fast bowlers, whether Mumbai has the good spinners. So that we have to see. And then we make the such kind of wicket that is called sporting wicket. See, there is a 4-day match. First 2 days, at least, पहला जो toss जीतता है, they should get advantage of getting good batting wicket also. The ball should seam also, because the new ball is there. Definitely 10 to 15 overs we have to see. Then definitely after 1.5 days or 2 days, the ball should start turning it. It should not be like what nowadays test match we see. The match gets over at 2.5 days. That type of wickets I will not endorse.
कपिल पाजी से आज बात हुई बर्थडे विश करने के लिए?
कल बात हुई, बोले आना है, बोलते फैमिली नहीं छोड़ रही है, फैमिली के साथ केक काटना है.
क्या बात है. Once again, thank you so much, Nadeem sir. Now it's time for inviting our next speaker, Mr. Pradeep Sundaram. His outstanding achievement of taking 10 wickets in a single innings in 1985-86 Ranji Trophy season, one of the most celebrated performances in the history of Indian domestic cricket. A right-arm fast-medium bowler known for his consistency and ability to extract movement from the pitch, his bowling was often characterized by accuracy and the ability to break partnerships, making him a key asset in any team that he played for. 10 for 78. Yes, 10 wickets, 78 runs in single innings. An astonishing bowling performance that is still talked about in the domestic cricket circles. Well, now the topic that he is going to talk about, it's a very interesting topic. A lot of youngsters are sitting here, and especially for the bowlers to, it will be a treat to your ears, because who is a fast bowler? Is it the speed? Is it the line and length? Or is it the stamina to bowl? Is it the stamina to bowl longer spells, or how are you going to bowl? What do you look in fast bowlers? To speak and get more light on that, I would like to invite Mr. Pradeep Sundaram to speak on talent hunt for fast bowlers.
Thank you. At the outset, let me thank the Legends Club for having invited me here. It's been a privilege. I've come here quite often with the state teams as a coach, but never had this opportunity to speak to or address a gathering here. Thank you, Marcus Kuto, and of course, Milind, for inviting me here tonight. The topic that I'm trying to address is going about the selection of a fast bowler, or how do we go about looking for fast bowlers. There has been a lot of activities happening in different state associations. Talent search. I was one of the scouting members for Assam recently, about a couple of years back. We went about, almost all over Assam looking for fast bowling, especially fast bowlers. And yes, there were a number of them potentially good, looked good, because when you go for a talent search, you usually tend to provide them with 6 to 8 balls to bowl. But there are other factors involved where you need to address. One way of the searching is by organizing camps like the talent search, and the other, which I would personally see, what happens when you do search for talent. You spot certain players, and you make a tick, yes, he's got the potential of becoming a fast bowler. But then we have to also consider at what age group he is. A 24-year-old guy comes, bowls quick, fair enough. But what is this? Where is he going to stand in the long run? But the same thing happens with a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old boy. What happens is we have time to groom them. Technically, physically, and even mentally for that matter. Now there are two types, as I said. There are two ways of looking at it. One is you go hunting for them. The other is you identify a youngster, when you identify a youngster, you come to know by the zeal that he possesses, by the enthusiasm that he has within him to become a fast bowler. Yes, somebody comes to me, he says, "Sir, I want to be a fast bowler. I can do this, I can do that." Fair enough, good. Encourage such guys. You can, we must, in fact, not you, we must go into a little depth into their, as an individual. Go into the family background, check the DNAs, find out the height of the parents, what are their family background like, whether they are well placed, not. If we start considering all these aspects, like it may sound like cloning a bowler, but then that works. That has happened with a very senior Australian fast bowler. He was totally cloned from the age of, I think, 13 till he played for Australia. That was nobody else but Brett. He was always under the eyes of the Australian Cricket Board. And he went on to play so many years for Australia as one of their leading bowlers. So this is one way of looking at it. And the other is when you spot a talent. Once you spotted a talent, then you should be ready to go ahead with the procedures, the process. That is conducting what we call as musculoskeletal screening of an individual. Now, it's more of a medical term or a physiotherapical term, but it is very important to know when you conduct a screening called as musculoskeletal screening, what happens is the physio analyzes the strengths and the weaknesses of that player. Now, if you're looking at fast bowlers, we need to know his lower back, legs, shoulders, arms, how good they are. Once you've done that, the physio along with the trainer can work on those players to strengthen their weaknesses, bring it in par with the other body parts, because usually any human being is not one solid personality. He has his physical weaknesses. Maybe the hamstring is poor, weak, the glutes are weak, quadriceps are weak. There are certain examples where I've come across where there's a difference in the length of the leg, the length of the hands. So all these things at a younger age can be worked on. And once you have done that, the next process, I think, should be looking at their physical aspects, like whether the bowler possesses certain muscles within himself, that is, muscle fibers called as fast twitch muscles and slow twitch muscles. Now, fast twitch muscles are those muscles, fibers, where you get instant speed. A guy possessing the more of fast twitch muscles, or it's also called as red muscle fibers. Those individuals are good at sprints, because all sprinting activities, because the fast twitch muscle fibers act only for a limited period of time. It doesn't have the power to power of endurance. But similarly, there is also something called as the slow twitch fibers. Now, these are endurance prone. So to be a fast bowler, you need to have a good combination of both. And when that happens, with proper technical, I would say, a person having good technical knowledge on what is fast bowling. Under his guidance, yes, you can develop a small-time boy into a good fast bowler in years to come. It's a long process. Fast bowling is not, because it's a multifunctional activity. You're running straight, for a side-on bowler, he has to turn into a side-on position, again turn, twist back, go forward. So it's a multifunctional activity. For that, the key points are strength, which we, as I said, can be obtained through musculoskeletal screening of an individual. Identifying the fast twitch muscles, which is very important to generate the speed. Slow twitch muscles, again, muscle fibers, I would say, again, to create endurance, whether that bowler will be able to bowl over a period of time. In today's cricket, it's not happening because of a lot of instant cricket coming into play. So what happens is everybody practice in that form. Okay, I'll bowl 8 overs. Okay, I'll bowl 10 overs. That's it. Or I'll bowl 4 overs to be getting into the shorter format. Nobody wants to bowl a 20-over spell, which has been happening. Kapil Paji has bowled such spells for India. Now that's become, it's not functioning at all. Nobody wants to. That is only because of the change in the scenario in cricket. With instant cricket taking because cricket has become, as Nadeem Bhai said, commercial. It's played for the audience. It's not played for, like that, it's become a thing of the past, that urge to win, the urge to perform. So, when we are looking at creating a fast bowler, or we have to examine all these functions, like, as I said, how good he is. Now, coming back just a step, I would like to quote something. I was asking somebody in one of the selection camps, fast bowling in Assam, and I said, what are you looking at a fast bowler? So the answers I got, it was pretty shocking. Good action, good line and length, good movement. I said, when you're going to pick a fast bowler, you have to look at the pace of the bowler, not this. These things can be developed, but pace cannot be developed. Yes, increase in pace can happen partially, but you can't just simply develop a fast bowler. He has to have those inborn qualities in him. So this is, अपन हिंदी में जैसा बोलता है नजरिया, that has to change. If you're focusing on that, then keep your focus fixed on developing a fast bowler, not just a medium pacer. Now there again, there are in fast bowling, or in bowling basically, there are 6 different phases. The first phase is the run-up phase, where a bowler runs into bowl. The second phase is called as the gather phase, or the loading phase, where one gets into the act of bowling. Then comes your back foot landing. At back foot landing, a coach determines what type of a bowler he is. Whether he is side on, semi-open, front on or semi-side on. And then comes a front foot landing. Usually in fast bowlers, when front foot lands, there is something called bracing that occurs. And that results in transfer of body weight towards the target. After front foot landing comes the release phase, where the bowler releases the ball, and the sixth phase is called as the follow-through phase. Now, when you're picking up a bowler, the first thing you need to look, I would like to look, is how does he load the ball? And then go into reverse shaping and get things sorted out. Because loading is something which is very important for a fast bowler. How he loads, where he loads, behind his head, in front of his head, across the body, away from the body, whatever. And all this is a result of poor running technique. If a bowler is running with his arms across, he is bound to load here. If he is running with his arms coming down, he is bound to go behind his head. Because in motion, you cannot change your body positions, your arm movements. So that can be worked out later on. But first, to identify, I would always like to identify the loading aspect of a bowler. Because there I know, if his loading is good, the other things will fall in place. So, nothing more to say. I would like to thank the audience as well as D.Y. Patil, yeah, obviously, for making this facility available for us, and wishing Kapil Paji a very happy 66th birthday. I have had the opportunities of playing with him many a times. Great human being, very helpful, very, you go to him with a question, he will sit and talk to you and go into the details of what is asked to him. So again, taking this opportunity to wish him a very happy birthday. Thank you.
I'm Gulam Par
Welcome.
and Pradeep Sundaram. I have played with him university and against him in clubs. I had a question on him. For him? Yeah, for Pradeep.
Yeah.
The bouncer in 1 over, is it compulsory? And who is it? Is come from you or from the coach?
Sorry, come again.
One bouncer in an over. You are fond of bowling bouncers. Yeah. So I am asking you, it was from you or from your coach?
No. It's these things are something called as natural instincts of a fast bowler.
Yeah.
If you do not have that instinct, you can never be a fast bowler. I will give you an example on this. I was playing Shivaji Park Gymkhana versus Rajasthan Sports Club at Shivaji Park Gymkhana. And Shivaji Park Gymkhana had scored some 67 runs with Ajit Wadekar and everybody in the team. And Rajasthan at the end of the day were 65 for 9. Okay. They needed 2 runs to equal or 3 to win. And my dad walks in. My dad, for the audience, was a former test cricketer, played for India. And he walks into bat at number 11. I bowled, watching my dad bat, naturally that father-son, this thing is there. So I bowled a ball well up to him, and he had a big swing at it. Luckily for me, it didn't hit the blade. Just moved out. And I said, no, 2 runs to win. And if this ball had if he had to make impact with the bat, it would have gone for a 6 because it was a wild swing. So the next ball, when I went back, gave it a thought. I said, it's okay, I'm playing cricket. And I bowled a bouncer to him. And he got out, fending at gully.
Okay, good.
And we won the match. So on the way back, Ajit Wadekar asked me, काय रे बाबांना बाउन्सर टाकतो का? But immediately my dad walks to me and he says, "Well done, beta. That's the spirit." So it was a compliment.
For this, for this, I'm with you because they should not cup the bowlers of bouncer. It is a weapon of one bowler. Yeah.
One
Yeah.
has to use it.
Yeah.
I've got him out CCI versus Gymkhana. Thank you, friends. Any more? Any questions? Yeah.
Later on, we'll have, when all are finished, we'll have a press. Thank you.
We are going to have a Q&A later, but first we want the speakers to share their thoughts on the topics that they are going to talk about. Thank you so much, Pradeep sir. Well, today it is the treat for fast bowlers or bowlers, be it medium pace or be it pacers. After the insights that we've heard about the life of a fast bowler, let me introduce you to yet another iconic veteran of domestic cricket, Mr. Prasad Desai, who played for Mumbai in Indian domestic cricket, including in the Ranji Trophy. He represented the team at a time when Mumbai, a powerhouse in Indian cricket with rich history of producing talented players. His contribution to Mumbai's cricketing success in the domestic circuit as a medium-fast bowler, he was known for his consistency and his ability to provide crucial breakthroughs. Well, the subject that he's going to talk about is the preferred end to bowl, and even bowlers get that choice.
Good evening, everybody. When Milind called me and told me you have to speak about Kapil Dev on the 6th, on his birthday, मला प्रश्न पडला आता देवाबद्दल मी काय बोलू. म्हटलं प्रयत्न करीन काय. Let me see what I can speak about him. First of all, Kapil Paji, a great birthday to you, and wishing happy birthday from the entire family of D.Y. Patil and all the cricketing fraternity from Mumbai. Please accept our wishes. In 1983, there was a Bush TV which was purchased by my mother, and there where I witnessed Dev lifting the World Cup. That changed the entire scenario of Indian cricket. The first time when I met Dev at the Wankhede Stadium, I was sharing a new ball with him in the Indian nets. We, the Bombay boys, used to be invited to bowl to the Indian nets, which used to occasionally and normally tour through Mumbai because it was the only airport which could take them away for international tours. So I was bowling in the net, sharing the ball with Kapil Dev, and I saw the dedication which he had while practicing. You know, God had given him this gift of bowling, which I think he worshipped his entire life. सरस्वती ज्याच्याकडे येते, कला ज्याच्याकडे येते, त्याला आपले गुरु नेहमी म्हणतात की त्याची पूजा करायला पाहिजे तुम्ही. जर तुम्ही पूजली नाहीत ती, तर तुमच्याकडनं ती कला निघून जाणार. कपिल देवने ती पूजा सतत केली आणि आज त्यावेळी कपिल देव झाला. 24 वर्षाचा असताना वर्ल्ड कप जिंकणं, आय थिंक ही इज वन ऑफ द स्टिल द यंगेस्ट कॅप्टन टू हॅव दॅट ऑनर. 400 wickets on Indian soil, hats off. 5,000 runs, hats off. Well, I remember a match at Melbourne. Few people can correct me. India was all out. I mean, India gave a target of 100 and odd runs to Australia. And we gave a target of 185 or 165 to Australia 2 days back. They played with us. They outclassed us. Our bowlers had no clue where to bowl, what to bowl. If you remember the test match in Melbourne, Kapil Dev took 5 wickets. Our guest Kadu Bhai was bowling along with him, got 3 wickets. I remember, correct me if I am wrong, Kapil Dev had a niggle in his hamstring. And there was a foot hole in the pitch, which was bothering Kapil Dev. This is something I've heard from the people, from his colleagues who played with him. Kapil Dev realized he was pitching the ball too much to the batsman, too much up to the batsman. So he curtailed his run-up, went behind, and he was bowling 1 yard behind from the popping crease. The reason was, मैं बहुत आगे डाल रहा था, तो बॉल हाफ वॉल ही ना मिले, इसलिए मैं पीछे से बॉलिंग कर रहा था. So this is how he kept learning and educated himself every game. Now I go back to the turning point of my life, the match in '91, which Mumbai played Haryana in the finals, or rather Haryana played with Mumbai in the finals. Kapil Dev came to the match as a man possessed. He wanted to beat Mumbai. Come what may, you could make out in his eyes when I saw Kapil Dev exchanging the team. He knew he's come to get us. They batted first, correct me if I'm wrong, and it was raining on 4th of April. It was overcast. Kapil Dev saw the team and he shouted, "Lalu, tu to gaya." दो इन स्विंग डालूंगा, एक आउट स्विंग आउट करूंगा. Dilip came into bat. Kapil Dev immediately came round the wicket. Blind spot, came round the wicket, got Dilip out. He threw the ball on the ground, came in and sat in, and told Chetan Sharma, "अब तुम देख लेना आगे क्या करना है." Well, he played every game the way it had to be played. Again, I'll share a experience. We were playing a benefit match, Milind Rege sir's benefit match at Tata Steel ground in Palghar. We were playing back-to-back benefit games. The next game was supposed to be in Thane. And I again had the opportunity and the pleasure to share the ball with the great Kapil Dev. Paji bowled the first over, obviously a maiden over, in a benefit game, mind you. I bowled my first ball. Kapil Paji was standing next to me at mid-on. I bowled a loosener like a big daddy, and I was hit for a 4. Kapil Paji stopped the game, came to me, and gave me a piece of his mind. कि आपको आपका रेपुटेशन बना के रखना है. बेनिफिट गेम हुआ तो क्या हुआ? एक रेपुटेशन हर क्रिकेटर का होता है. वो कोई भी गेम होने दो, उसे मेंटेन रखना है. दिस वाज कपिल देव. बेनिफिट गेम मिलिंद साहब की हो रही है, आपकी नहीं हो रही है. आप बेनिफिट दे रहे हो बैट्समैन को, एंड बैट्समैन वाज मनोज प्रभाकर, जो 8 नंबर बैटिंग कर रहा है आज खेलने के लिए ओपन, तो तुम उनको हलवा डालोगे? तो आपका रेपुटेशन जो है मेंटेन रखिए. तो कपिल देव एंड द प्रेजेंट फास्ट बॉलर्स, इफ वी कंपेयर, आई थिंक आई वोंट गो इनटू द डिटेल्स ऑफ कंपेयरिंग, क्योंकि अभी चार ओवर डालते हैं और फिर कमर पे हाथ आ जाता है. Paji used to take the ball, bowl in the nets. नया बॉल खुद अपने बैग में रखते थे शाइन करके, और उनकी एक खासियत थी. नए फास्ट बॉलर्स जो होंगे, फास्ट बॉलर्स तो इंडिया बनाता भी नहीं है, हम मीडियम फास्ट बॉलर्स हैं. वी शुड अग्री टू दैट ट्रेड, दैट वी आर मीडियम फास्ट बॉलर्स. वी कैन नॉट बी अप फ्रंट एंड क्विक एंड फास्ट बॉलर्स. तो पाजी नया बॉल लेते थे, अपने पास रखते थे. उनके बैग में सेमी न्यू बॉल भी होता था. फिर एक 8-9 ओवर बॉलिंग करते थे नए बैट्समैन को, और फिर वो सेमी न्यू बॉल बैग में से निकालते थे और फिर उस बॉल से बॉलिंग करते थे. आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी पीपल यू प्रेजेंट हियर हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड वन थिंग व्हिच कपिल देव, द ग्रेट कपिल देव डिड. ही नेवर शाइन्ड द बॉल विथ हिज राइट हैंड. Always shine the ball with his left hand. पाजी क्यों? यार राइट हैंड मुझे ताज़ा रखना है, क्योंकि मुझे लॉन्ग स्पेल राइट हैंड से डालने हैं. तो मैं राइट हैंड से बॉल शाइन करूंगा तो शायद हाथ थक जाएगा. तो लेफ्ट हैंड से भी करता हूं। और जानते हो तुम, जो पसीना है ना, राइट हैंड पे ज्यादा आएगा, अगर बॉल के स्किन को लग जाएगा तो साला हैवी हो जाएगा और रिवर्स होना बंद हो जाएगा। तो वो गीला नहीं करना चाहता, उसको सूखा ही शाइन करना, तू भी याद रख। तो दीज वर द थिंग्स, नुआंसेस कपिल देव टॉट अननोइंगली कि भाई जो भी गिरता है उनसे पकड़ लो। जैसे होता है ना कि राम जब सेतु बना रहा था तो हर पत्थर फ्लोट हो रहा था, तो राम ट्राइड फ्लोटिंग द पत्थर, पर नहीं हुआ, तो हनुमान जी उनको बोले कि बस आप श्री राम बोलना भूल गए। तो हम लोग हर पत्थर पकड़ते थे, पाजी क्या है क्या नहीं है, ऐसा था। और जब भी चिप्स वर डाउन इन दैट गेम, आई हैपन टू बी ड्रॉप्ड इन दैट 91 गेम, कपिल पाजी ने कहा मुझे आके, ही कंसोल्ड मी आफ्टर लॉस। आई वाज क्राइंग, ऑब्वियसली एवरीबडी वाज क्राइंग इंक्लूडिंग माय मदर, बिकॉज आई वाज ड्रॉप्ड इन दैट गेम। तो पाजी ने आके कंसोल किया कि भाई ये लास्ट मैच नहीं है तेरा, यू आर प्लेइंग फॉर मुंबई, मतलब तुम नजदीक आ रहे हो। दिस वॉज कपिल पाजी। एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट हिम, ही नेवर लाइक्ड एनी मीडियम पेसर फास्ट बॉलर विथ अ क्रॉस सीम। आजकल शुरू ही होता है क्रॉस सीम से, क्योंकि बॉल पे कंट्रोल ही नहीं है। 2 फिंगर से क्रॉस पकड़ो, इजीली होता है। आई सॉ सिराज बॉलिंग विद द क्रॉस सीम, तीसरा बॉल, how will you get a batsman out? Planning, Kapil Dev used to plan. और सिंपल है, जो टेस्ट मैच हम लूज करे, वी लॉस्ट, सिंपल थियरी पे उन लोगों ने हमें रन्स बनाने नहीं दिए, वी गॉट आउट, और हमने उनको सिर्फ हाफ वॉलीज डाली। वाइट बॉल इन अ टेस्ट मैच इज नॉट हैपनिंग। कपिल देव, आई डोंट थिंक एवर बोल्ड अ नो बॉल इन अ टेस्ट मैच, ever. Can any of the present fast bowlers even think of doing it? Forget bowling in a test match. Kapil Dev never bowled a no ball in his practice sessions also. So can the present lot even think or emulate Kapil Dev ki ye cheez hum try kare? If you achieve that, nothing like it. But this was Kapil Dev. And I'm wishing him a great birthday. And I hope Indian cricket takes his support in fast bowling and learning fast bowling from him. I don't know how it is going to be, but use Kapil Dev as a teacher, as a guru of fast bowling. Or without teachers, I don't think a student can achieve anything. So Paji, become the guru of fast bowling of our Indian cricket. Or let's not get bumrahd all the time. Support the bowler, क्योंकि एक आदमी 20 विकेट नहीं ले पाएगा every time. So thank you Kapil Dev Paji for coming into our lives and changing Indian cricket scenario for all of us. Thank you so much and happy birthday again.
Well, there was this question for you. On one side, you have Marcus Couto as an umpire, and one side you have Ricky Couto as an umpire. Which end would you prefer to bowl?
Ricky, because I could bully him.
Marcus sir, are you listening? Well, but then, just when you, ended the speech, you spoke about let's not get boomerang, and that's something, that a topic that is there. I had this thing in my mind because that time there were not too many facilities or the kind of, technology that we have or the different kinds of machines that we have through various treatments can happen and recoveries can happen. What was the difference during that time bowlers and today? Like probably...
machine.
The mic is.
Do I need one? Hello. You have to come to terms. A machine and a throwdown never swings a ball. Do you get the answer?
Got it, got it.
we are getting the answer when our boys are playing and batting in Australia. They are batting against a swinging ball as if they are batting against a throwdown. So your bat is coming from third man to mid wicket. You're bound to get out on a moving ball. Anything that comes straight on the second, third stump, outside off stump. See, a machine doesn't move the ball. A throwdown doesn't move the ball. So unless and until you practice to real bowling, a bowler who swings the ball or cuts the ball at that pace, you're never going to improve in your batting.
Pradeep sir, actually, I missed asking you something because a lot of youngsters are there and, they were hearing you about different bowling, things about bowling and stuff like that. So, how much is, warm-ups necessary? Because today we see a lot of youngsters, they just come and they start bowling. What is the importance of warming up, relaxing your body, and then coming down and bowling?
See, warming up is very important for any sportsman actually. Forget a bowler or a batsman or for any sportsman in any field. Because when you warm up, what happens? It stretches your muscles. It increases the blood flow.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is when you're warming up, you're doing a particular activity. Like, for example, if as a fast bowler I want to warm up, I need to bowl a couple of balls or maybe 10 to 12 balls which I used to bowl prior to the match. Because when I do that, what happens is when I go into the match phase, I can get a wicket of the very first ball because my body is warmed up for the function it needs to do. So it's very, very important. And if you compare those days to now it has become a practice. See, every team has a physio, has a trainer, and several support staff. So they are given specific jobs to do.
Right.
So it's now become a practice. But those days it was not that. It was all on an individual, how you could do it.
Yeah, because once you come on the ground, you have to take 10 rounds of the ground.
Yeah.
आज पहले ही बोल देते हैं
We
कि
used to
10
do
राउंड
that
भगाते हैं.
before. Now it doesn't happen.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, the next one for us, again, Amit Dani represented Mumbai in Ranji Trophy during the late 80s and the early 90s. Mumbai has always been one of the most successful teams in the Ranji Trophy, and Amit Dani was a part of that era. Amit Dani played as a medium-fast bowler for Mumbai, contributing with the ball in domestic cricket. He was known for his reliable bowling and was a regular feature in Mumbai's lineup during his years of playing. And of course, the handsome and dynamic personality that he always gets. He always had a lot of, good women fans. Can I say that? No, he says. Well, the topic that he's going to talk about is very interesting because after COVID, one thing that cricket missed is watching the sight of ball reverse swinging. And probably why we all know, but he is going to throw more light on reverse swing today. So we got a ball also for you in case you want to demonstrate.
Yes, I would like.
So all over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dipesh. Good evening to all. First, I would like to wish Kapil Dev sir, a very happy birthday because he was my idol. I started playing cricket because of Kapil Dev. Obviously, like every other kid, I also watched him playing, lifting the cup when I was 10 years old. I saw that 1983 World Cup final and I got inspired by that and I wanted to be like Kapil Dev, though I was not even minus 1% of what Kapil Dev was. So, heard a lot of stories about Kapil Dev sir. I also witnessed, like Nadeem sir said, and also Prasad said, कि net में Kapil Dev कैसे होते थे. So I have personally witnessed that when I was bowling in the nets as a when I was a Ranji Trophy fast bowler, and we were bowling in the Indian team nets, and Kapil Dev sir was a manager. Or those days they used to call a manager. Now we call it coach, but those days they used to call a manager. We were bowling in the nets to Venkatesh Prasad and Javagal Srinath. They were batting, and everyone, all fast bowlers were bowling big no balls. And Kapil Dev, as usual, he was standing at the umpire's position, and every ball he was shouting, every single ball, because we were bowling no balls. So after 5-6 balls, he stopped the nets and he shouted at us, "How can you bowl a no ball in the nets?" So he asked me, in fact. So I said, "Sir, लेकिन मैच में नहीं होता." तो बोला, "लेकिन आपका मैच में पेस भी 10 यार्ड से कम होता है, सो स्टॉप बॉलिंग नो बॉल." तो उन्होंने मेरे हाथ से बॉल लिया. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट 1999, सो ही मस्ट बी नियरिंग 50, और रनअप मार्क नहीं किया. ही जस्ट वॉक बैक, ही वॉक फ्यू यार्ड्स, और आके उनके यूजुअल स्टाइल में he bowled a ball to Javagal Srinath right on the spot. No ball, of course, 1 yard inside the crease, and Javagal Srinath was beaten. Then he took the ball again. He walked further back, no run-up mark again. He again came, bowled same spot he bowled from, and same ball. Then eventually he bowled 3 to 4 balls, exact the same ball, and no ball. Then he said, he called all of us, all the fast bowlers, so-called fast bowlers, and he said, "See, this is how you should bowl." So that day we all decided that we'll take a lot of efforts to not to bowl no balls in the nets, and I promise you, I never bowl a no ball after that. So maybe we learned a lesson hard way, and that is Kapil Dev sir, as Prasad said, ki he didn't see ki they are just the net bowlers. He came to us and he gave us the tip, which is with us till our lifetime. So thank you, Kapil sir, for that. And one more memory of Kapil Dev sir, that in time shield function, there was 10 years back or maybe 15 years back, there was a question in the hall that there is a bowler in the world who never bowled a no ball. And I was the only one who got the answer, because Kapil Dev was my idol. So I was the only person there, and I won the watch in that contest. So hats off to Kapil Dev on that also. Thank you to him. So coming back to my topic, which is a reverse swing, how to bowl. So it's a really good topic to talk about, but unfortunately, I don't think so. This generation is going to bowl ever reverse swing ball, because there are cricketing dynamics have been changed. A lot of now in one days they use a new balls in both the ends, so there is no question of preparing a ball for the reverse swing. Also in test matches, no sweat allowed. That is the drawback of the COVID, probably, that ICC has given the rule that you cannot apply spit on the ball, which makes ball shine. So with sweat, I don't think so you can shine the ball the way you shine with the spit. So that is another thing. But still, and there is a lot of technique involved, but which I don't want to explain, because too much technique, I don't think so in this gathering I should be explaining you all. So, but simple theory is one side having a shine and other side has to be absolute dry. That is the idea of bowling a reverse swing. And reverse swing is the ball swings where the shine side is. Usually, in normal circumstances, ball swings or depends on the action. Means if I am an outswing bowler, I have to bowl outswing, then my ball position will be like this, and shine side will be on my right side. But when it gets starts reversing, this side it will go into the batsman. So that is reverse swing. So simple theory, we have to prepare a ball, you have to keep other side very dry, and no sweat, no spit or nothing should be applied or not to be touched. And when we used to bowl reverse swing, we used to hold ball like this, so that our palm doesn't get touched to that dry side. So we always we were told by our seniors that shine the ball like this, otherwise we hold ball like this and shine. But when it is reversing, we always. And if you remember, India had two great reverse swing bowlers. Can you name anyone? Absolutely. Zahir Khan and? No. Ajit Agarkar. And Ajit Agarkar mentioned in his one of the speech that he was taught by Aqib Javed. Reverse swing taught to him by Aqib Javed when he was on under-19 tour to Pakistan. So this is how the reverse swing is all about. And in our, probably my generation was the last generation who tried to bowl reverse swing. But after that, I haven't seen anyone bowling or preparing a ball for reverse. So that's all. Thank you very much, Marcus, for inviting me. And thank you, D.Y. Patil, as usual, sir, allowing us to having a wonderful facilities, and we saw whatever we saw here. It was wonderful. So thank you, everyone, for listening me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dani sir. And now we can move on with our next speaker for the evening. Well, the first Indian umpire to officiate in 100 first-class matches, first Indian umpire who's done first-class matches in South Africa on exchange program between BCCI and South Africa in 2008. It is an amazing coincidence that Shastri sir's umpiring debut was also in a Ranji match between Hyderabad and Kerala in Secunderabad back in 1990-91. He has officiated 2 test matches, 19 ODIs and 1 T20 international match, umpired in IPL 2008-2009 and 2011 in South Africa. He has also been the third umpire in many international games. He was a part of the ICC umpires panel from 2006 to 2009. Not just that, but his cricketing career, where Suresh Shastri sir represented Rajasthan in the Ranji Trophy. He was a left-arm spinner and a right-hand batsman and played 53 first-class matches in all from 1972-73 to 1986-87. He took 155 wickets and scored 968 runs. Well, probably, you know, everything was planned here. We started with the pitch maker, the curator himself. Then we got in our fast bowlers, our medium bowlers. And finally, the umpires have the right to call it day on stumps. So,
good evening and namaskar to everyone. And I also wish Kapil a very happy birthday. While I was sitting over there, Ghulam, thoda hasna chahiye na? Ghulam asked me, he told me rather, Marcus का height थोड़ा कम हो गया है. मैंने कहा उसका हाइट कम नहीं हुआ, ये हॉल लंबा है. And coming back to 10 wickets haul of my Rajasthan colleague. He took in 1988, 85. Unfortunately, I didn't play that game. I was not there. That was against Vidarbha. But when I came to know he took 10 wickets in a match, in inning, yes. I told him, congratulations yaar, 10 wicket, very good. अरे बोला क्या कितना कैचेस छोड़ा यार, अरे मौला इससे ज्यादा थोड़ी मिलता, मिलता तो 10 ही. Anyway, coming back to Kapil Dev, what a cricketer. Now I want to ask one question here. How many people have seen Kapil Dev first time bowling? Which year? Under 22. Anybody else? Okay.
Bombay schools. West zone versus North zone. Calcutta. That is there.
You played that game, right? That's it. Now we two are there who saw him first time playing in 1972. I want to share this because it should be inspiration for all the young cricketers. That, as Pradeep was saying just now, the talent one has to see. At that age, selectors should not watch how many wickets he has taken. But let me tell you one thing, he has not taken any wicket against us. He was wicketless. And North Zone lost to West Zone. And after that, the team was to be selected for the England tour. And that was the last tour of the Indian schoolboys. Those days, the Kuch Bihar Trophy, which has been played now, it used to be played under 19 for the schoolboys only. Only thing that he should not be in college. So the team was selected for that tour, not the team. The camp boys of 21 were selected for the cap in Madras. And you won't believe the Kapil was not selected even in 21 in 1972. And he was really a good bowler that time also. But I feel he and there was one more bowler in that camp, in that tournament rather. He was from South Zone. His name was David Leeson. He was also very good bowler. I'm just touching the topic because the talent is always very important to see, not the performance at that age. At that age, the selector should only see that whether he has got the potential and talent or not. Performance is second thing. But he played only one match, North Zone. They lost. But one thing to learn from that, they might have made a mistake, but Kapil didn't make a mistake. He didn't stop. He kept on playing. And in 1978, he played for India. And 83, he won the World Cup for us. What an achievement. I mean, the person is coming from a village. किसने देखा होगा उसने? किसी ने नहीं देखा होगा. Even when he was not selected, mind you, there was no talk about it. There was no criticism. Neither he said, nor the press. But hats off to him. And Kapil was just outstanding. I mean, I have not umpired many matches of him. Maybe only one, my first ODI match I umpired, and he bowled for my end. But I think umpire has to keep very close eye, because he used to bowl from close to the wicket. The bowler who bowls close to the wicket, it's always give trouble not only to the batsman but also to the umpires. Honestly, I'm saying, this is one has to be very careful. He hardly used to bowl from away from the stump, and he was totally side-on bowler. He was complete. If I have to say anything about Kapil, he was a complete bowler who never had any injuries. He has served the country for so many years. Oh, and that too only with the performance. And I'm very pleased to know a lot of things. In fact, I had come here today to listen, honestly. Unfortunately, my good friend Kadubai is not here. He couldn't come, and I spoke to him this morning, and he has sent his apologies that he couldn't come. Just for information, everyone, I did spoke to him. Due to some family problem, somebody is sick in his house, very serious. That's why he said, I can't make it. But Marcus, I believe you have put some question to him, and he has given answer. So he told me, if it is possible, try to give that answer of your question. This is also he has conveyed to me. So if you have time, please do that. And there's not much for me to say, but one thing, Prasad, who said which end to bowl? Prasad, yeah. The cricketers, one thing, they are always 2 steps ahead of umpires. Always. They know which end to bowl and why to bowl. Due respect to all the umpires, I will share my experience. One of the match, I was umpiring in Punjab, and the bowler came. The ball was in my hand. I said, "Come on, चालू कर." इससे ऐसा नहीं, आपके एंड से नहीं, उधर से करूँगा. And believe me, he got reward by getting 2 LBW in the first over. And he told me, देखा सर, आप नहीं देते, इसलिए मैं. So cricketers always will be 2 steps ahead of the umpires. We learn from them, honestly. We learn from them. Hats off to you all. And I learned a lot today, especially from Prasad, really. It's really outstanding speech, your observation about the game. And I thank all of you. I think you all are good listeners. And it's very nice to be in D.Y. Patil, this auditorium, also in the ground. I have long association with Dr. Vijay Patil, and he is very generous. I think he started supporting cricket. I don't know whether everyone knows or not, by organizing a benefit match for Mr. Ashrekar. That was in Kolhapur, where everyone played, and I had an opportunity to umpire that match. And not only that, he did his best to see that match take place. Because one night before, there was no chance that match to be conducted on that condition, because it rained like anything. The ground was absolutely muddy. But he organized nearly 100 trucks of mud. Am I right? You were there? And the match was played on the same ground at Kolhapur. Same ground. That was his dedication. So whatever he has achieved, it's not that easy. His dedication is there. Whatever he saw today, I think for a time being, we just forgot while watching that today is Kapil Dev's birthday. Oh, Azharuddin, Ajit Wadekar, Sachin Tendulkar, everyone. Azhar was captain of one of the team. And many, full Indian team was there. Full Indian team. They all came to Kolhapur. That was in 94, 95. But I can tell you one thing, there's no way that match could have played Even Nadeem wouldn't have done anything for that. I tell you what he has done. Really. Hats off to you. Anyway, thanks very much for inviting me. And we really enjoyed this evening. We will remember. We will remember. And very nice to see some old faces here with whom I played. I think there are more, let me tell you one thing other than here, there are more people there also who could have given contribution, like J.C. Vasudev is there. Mr. Shinai, oh, he is a ever-ready bowler. Anyway, thank you very much.
Now, these are some questions that came even before the event when the planning was going on. Since Gulam Parkar sir is there, well, Nadeem sir is also here. So what would be your one request to him? Do you want greenery on the pitch or greenery on the outfield?
Yeah. Both. Yeah. And bat as well.
नदीम सर आपका क्या रिप्लाई होगा? Hello.
See, on the wickets, there is a grass. At least the grass is nothing like that. If the grass is there, the wicket, it doesn't mean that it is going to be bouncy or something like that. Grass keeps you, see that the ball can swing, ball can come on the bat nicely. Because without grass, you can't have good wickets, you know. Grass should be there, 4 mm, 5 mm घास रहना चाहिए wicket पे. और रहने से क्या होता है कि वो बैट पे आता है और you can bat very easily. That is the one thing what Gulam is telling us. The grass रहने से बहुत अच्छा रहता है. But if you want a bouncy wicket, then you keep a little moisture on the wicket, little harder one. That is different. That preparation comes in the test matches, not for one-day matches nowadays or T20 matches.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I have few things about Kapil Dev.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Please. यहाँ पे आ जाओ, यहाँ पे.
यहाँ पे मेरे को एक्शन में आता.
एक्शन करना
या
एक्शन भी करना
कपिल देव का विल्स ट्रॉफी में खेल रहा था मैं 1978. उसने बॉल डाला लेग स्टंप के लेग साइड में, लेग स्टंप के बाहर. मैं खेला तो बॉल गया इधर में, बोला मैं गया करके देखा तो बॉल स्विंग हो गया, ऑफ साइड के बाहर गया तो या. और कपिल देव इज ओनली cricketer in subcontinent. He was been given player of the century because of ये स्पिनर्स की टेरिटरी से 5 बॉलर आ गया था. क्या देव पहला तो पहले बॉल से एक पटोटी के टाइम पे नीचे से देते, साइन करते थे ना, उन लोग स्पिनर्स के लिए नीचे से देते. फर्स्ट बॉल नीचे सब ड्रैग करते. गावस्कर इज टू बॉल he started
Right.
bowling first ball. और मैं थोड़ा मेरा कलीग है बॉम्बे स्कूल्स में भी हम लोग साथ में खेले एंड स्कूल्स में भी अंजुमन दयानंद ना. So I have cricketing jokes why I want to give a big laughter. Okay, I'll use his name, but the incident has happened at Parsi cyclists and one in school. But sorry, I'll use because both the time left arm spinner and pace bowler they were there. So semi-final match against Balmohan. Our Sundar. No. Balmohan versus Anjuman. Okay, left arm spinner, he bowls like this. The batsman hits at extra cover. Okay, now you see my action. Suresh Shastri, in fact, Suresh Shastri's action. He bowls like this, and he sees the ball because the ball batsman hits the extra cover. Batsman, both of them bend that side. Okay. The fielder, seeing that he will miss the ball, instead of throwing hard, he just gave him like this. Suresh Shastri's action. Took the ball, went for bowling. Another one, at first cyclist. This is 2 in 1, huh? Joke is 2 in 1. Medium pace bowler bowling from morning to lunchtime we bowl. I was keeping wickets. Now he started to bowl first ball after lunch. He had a heavy lunch. So listen, you will miss it. Eh? He did. Boom. Iranpur or batting. I was keeping. No, listen. First he went for it, then he blocked the ball. Then he asked the umpire, did you say no ball?
Thank you so much. That is wonderful stories to hear about. Well, there's another one. Since Mr. G.C. Vasudev sir is here, there was one question for you. Why CCI pitches are a blessing for batters?
Let me be honest. I don't think you can generalize that CCI pitches are a blessing for batters. In the recent past, the wickets have been quite sporting.
Okay.
There has been a good carry in the wickets.
Okay.
They've been quite bouncy. And they've been sporting wickets. So maybe at some stage people felt, yes, they're good batting wickets, but the bowlers have enough to get out of those pitches. And I would, all in all, summarize that they've been very sporting wickets. Thank you.
Superb. Thank you so much, sir. Well, now the session is open for Q&As. Anybody wants to ask anything or want to share. But before that, there is one more thing that our quiz master, Mr. Pashim Patak, is also here. So he'll have a quiz question, and by the end of the quiz, whoever answers it right will get a special gift from Marine Sports. And Amog Mathura sir will be the judge for that. So we're making you the judge for right now for this quiz. So can I invite Mr. Pashim Patak here for the quiz question? The quiz master.
Thank you, Deepesh bhai. A very good evening to all of you. I have been asked by Marcus sir to ask a quiz question. There are a lot of youngsters sitting here. But before I do that, I recollect 3 incidents where Kapil Dev sir was in that match and some unique thing happened regarding the laws of cricket or the spirit of cricket. So I would like to share those incidents with you. Most of you, there are a lot of senior people, they might be already knowing it. So I was just listening to everything keenly. Prasad sir mentioned about Kapil Dev never having bowled a no ball. Amit bhai also mentioned that fact. Now, one very interesting incident had happened. 30th of January 1982, 6th test match between India and England at Kanpur. The 2 umpires in that match, both of them from Mumbai, Madhav Ghotaskar sir and Dara Dhotiwala sir. It was Dara Dhotiwala sir's debut test match. And the positions of the umpires on the very first ball of the match was Ghotaskar sir at the bowler's end and Dhotiwala sir at square leg. Dhotiwala sir, very first ball of his test career as an umpire. So first ball, Kapil Dev sir is a bowler. The striker is Graham Gooch. Very first ball, Kapil Dev bowled to Graham Gooch, and it was called a no ball. It was called a no ball. And the umpire who called that no ball was not Ghotaskar sir, who was at the bowler's end. It was the striker's end umpire, Dhotiwala sir, who called that a no ball. So everyone was surprised what happened. Kapil Dev was also, he first immediately thought that how he couldn't bowl a no ball. So everybody was wondering actually what has happened. So the situation was that there was one fielder at fine leg, another was at deep square leg. Both the fielders were behind the popping crease, right? Another fielder was positioned at short leg, and he was Ashok Malhotra. So Ashok Malhotra was standing with 1 foot on either side of the popping crease, right? So 1 foot was on the other side of the popping crease, and there were already 2 fielders behind the popping crease on the on side. So Dara Dotiwala sir correctly called that as a no ball. And so that is how it happened. So this was one unique thing which happened regarding the laws of cricket. Another thing, Kapil Dev sir, not only a great cricketer, but a great sportsman, a great gentleman also. 1987 Reliance World Cup, India versus Australia match. There was, the Australian batsman hit one ball, and the umpires gave it boundary 4. The bowlers and umpires signal it as boundary 4. So the playing conditions and the rule says that, and actually the television camera showed that it was boundary 6, not boundary 4. And the umpire signaled it 4, and the next ball was bowled, and the game progressed, and the score remained as boundary 4. That 4 runs only were scored, not 6. And everyone saw it on TV, and the commentators also saw it. And as of today also, that provision is that once the decision is made, it cannot be changed later on. The decision made by the umpire stands. So once the next ball is delivered, you can't change anything. So during the innings break, the umpires came to Kapil Dev sir. They requested him that, it was a mistake on our part, and would you agree to add 2 extra runs, 2 more runs to the Australian total? So Kapil Dev sir was the captain of India, 1987 Reliance World Cup, and he agreed in the spirit of the game. He agreed that 2 runs should be added to the Australian total. So 2 runs were added during the innings interval, and then subsequently India came out to bat, and India lost that match by 1 run. It was a World Cup match. So this is the greatness of Kapil Dev sir being the captain. So it is a good learning experience for youngsters as well. Play the game hard, but also play in the spirit of the game. There is something like sportsman spirit as well. He was very well within his rights. He could have refused also, and the umpires wouldn't be able to add those 2 runs. But he agreed that those 2 runs should be added, and that is how that actually changed the result actually then. But so he agreed. So that is his greatness, which is very much appreciable. Another incident was, people generally call it as Mankad, And in South Africa, there was a case when he ran out Peter Kirsten for Peter Kirsten having left the crease early. Now, he had also warned Peter Kirsten, and there was no provision for a warning. Even today, there is no provision for a warning. The bowler is free to run out the non-striker. And even after giving the warning, second time again, he left the crease and he ran him out. The MCC has of late issued a statement that first of all, we should not call it as Mankad, because calling such a dismissal as Mankad is actually bringing disrepute to Vinu Mankad, the great Vinu Mankad, and actually he has not done anything wrong. It is well within the laws, well within the spirit of the game. It is not the bowler who is committing an unfair act here. It is the non-striker who actually is committing an unfair act by leaving his wicket early, by leaving his crease early before the bowler has delivered a ball. So there's nothing wrong in the bowler running the non-striker out. So these were the 3 incidents which I could recollect where Kapil Dev sir was involved, and some unique, from a legal law point of view, these things came to my mind. this, I'm sorry, Marcus bhai, but this was not on the agenda. But when I was asked to ask a quiz question, so I thought I would bring this out also, the greatness of our first World Cup winning captain, Kapil Dev sir. So I was told to, there are a lot of youngsters here, so one quiz question, very common question. So it's a very easy question, maybe you would have heard. And I don't know who is going to answer first or something like that. I don't know. I leave it to Marcus sir, how he is going to take it about. The question is very simple, not related to Kapil Dev sir or anything. It is just general thing. 2 balls left, 7 runs required to win the match. It is not the bowler can't bowl a no ball. There is no provision in this question to have a no ball or a wide ball. Both the batters are on 94. So the batting team should win the match, and both the batters have to score 100. So how that can be made possible? 2 balls, 7 runs, both batters on 94. The batting team should win the match, but both the batters have to score 100 without there being a no ball or a wide ball.
Any youngsters? Doctor?
We can pass the mic.
Two balls. It is the 2 last ball of the match. 2 ball में 7 रन चाहिए जीतने को.
Last 2 ball of the match.
The same bowler.
Yes, the same bowler. 7 runs to win. Both the batters are on 94, and both have to score the century. So how do you do it? There are many hands that are raising. Please pass on the mic. Can we have one more mic in the audience so that?
So the answer is,
okay.
The batsman who is in 94 is on the strike. He will hit the ball. Batsman will take 3 runs. Okay, and there will be a overthrow. Okay, but the one is short run. So he will complete his century by overthrow 4 runs, and he run 2 runs. I mean, actually they have run 3, but 1 short run. So the other batsman is on the strike, and he will hit the 6, and he will complete his century also.
Correct. So it's a very good.
One more, I think.
Yes.
1 minute.
There is one more solution.
Yes, there are not one but many more solutions.
Okay, there are many more, that's fine. I'll give you one. We are talking about strict laws of the game, rules of the game. The batsman clips the ball on the leg side, and the ball trickles past the wicketkeeper who's standing up and goes and hits the helmet. Meanwhile, the batsmen have completed 1 run. The moment it hits the helmet, they get 5 bonus runs.
Let him answer.
Is it for the batsman or not for the batsman? The bonus runs are they credited as extras or in the batsman's account? That's what I want to know.
They are credited as extras. They are not credited to the batters.
Then this is not a solution.
If it doesn't touch the bat, it is always extra.
No,
So-
it is just the bat.
Sir, I'm the winner, please.
It has touched the bat. Anyone else would like to answer that? We can pass the mic. Another scenario. We've got one gentleman who's already answered it. Probably we can figure out more scenarios in this. Anyone?
Can you make it a little tougher, Pachim?
I can make it a little tougher by changing the question a bit. Now I'm changing the scenario. Instead of 2 runs, instead of 2 balls, I'll change the question to 1 ball. ये क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछा गया था कि जब मैंने 2 बॉल वाला पूछा था, तो मुझे किसी ने पूछा कि ये 1 बॉल बचा है तो भी ये सेम क्वेश्चन में, ये सेम सिचुएशन में पॉसिबल है क्या? तो मैंने लॉ का बुक बहुत दिमाग में स्क्रैच किया एंड आई फाउंड ए सॉल्यूशन.
This can be answered only by umpires, huh?
So there is it is possible within the laws of cricket. It will never happen practically. It will only happen in theory. That let me be very clear on this part. 1 ball, 7 runs. Both batters on 94. Without a no ball or wide ball being bowled, the batting team has to win the match. And both the batters have to score 100. 1 ball, 7 runs.
What's the price at stake?
No ball नहीं है, wide ball भी नहीं है, एक ही बॉल में 7 रन बनाना है. Both of them have to score 100 without a no ball or a wide ball. It's a very technical question, So generally people won't know the answer unless you go deep into the laws of cricket. So if anybody wants to ठीक है, तो इसमें कुछ यूनिक चीजें जो है there are some unique things in the laws of cricket. Rajiv Yogi, would you like to come and tell? Illegal fielding. In illegal fielding, the batsman don't choose the strike. Illegal fielding is something like उसने कैप में बॉल पकड़ लिया या कोई विकेट कीपर ने अपना ग्लव नीचे रखा था. Generally, see the wicket keeper drops one glove down, okay, and there is a throw from the boundary, and that ball directly lands on the wicket keeper's glove, deliberately removed by the wicket keeper. So in that case, the ball becomes dead, and 5 penalty runs are awarded to the.
अच्छा million.
For this 1 ball, 7 runs.
Except Panchim. Chalo, the next after Raju, anybody for that?
Anyone for the answer? Now we have to get back to the Q&A, but first we'll finish the quiz question. Anyone?
Chalo, let's not
So
waste time.
I think Mr. Pashchim Patak, our quiz master, will announce the winner and also give this lovely book from Marine Sports. Can I please invite Mr. Theo Briganza over here?
First, let me answer then.
Acha.
Okay, so see, there are 2 unique things in the laws of cricket which many people are not aware. So when somebody asked me this question and I had to go through the law books, I was trying to get an answer to this, and I found an answer, which is, I am again repeating, this is practically, it will never happen, we have never seen this happen, but it is only in theory. Now what happens is, in theory, the law says that when can a batter run? So the law says that the batter can run at any time while the ball is in play. Now we say that the ball dead ho gaya ball. तो ball play में कब आता है? So ball play में कब आता है? जब bowler starts his run up. At that time the ball is in play. Okay? When does a dead ball, when does it come into play? It comes into play when the bowler starts his run up to deliver the ball. Not after he has delivered the ball. Once he starts his run up, the ball is in play. And the law says that the batters can run anytime while the ball is in play. So some super brain somewhere in the world, 2 super human beings, super brains, they ran 1 run when the bowler was in his run up. So that is not cricket. So to avoid that situation, there is a provision in the laws of cricket called batsman stealing a run. So if a batsman steals or attempts to steal a run during the bowler's run up, as soon as they cross each other, the umpire is supposed to call dead ball, and 5 penalty runs are awarded to the fielding side. Okay? So we put this situation here, 1 ball, 7 runs, both batters on 94. Now, they have tried to steal a run during the bowler's run-up. So the umpire calls dead ball and awards 5 penalty runs to the fielding team. So now the score of the fielding team has been increased by 5 runs. So now instead of 1 ball 7 runs, we have a situation of 1 ball 12 runs and 2 batters on 94 and 12 runs to win now of 1 single ball. So this is one batsman stealing a run provision we brought into it. Another provision, deliberate distraction or obstruction of a batter by somebody from the fielding team. That is another provision in the law. Now this provision, now just the answer that came, 2 balls, 3 run. So they were running.
One overthrow.
Yeah.
1 run is short.
Yeah.
Non-striker batsman is on the strike and he will hit the 6.
Yeah. So in this case, what is happening now? After we will assume that they took 3 runs first. We will not take the short run. We will take the short run out of picture. 3 runs. There was an overthrow. Again, on the 3rd run after the overthrow, so that is on the 6th run, one fielder tried to, or the bowler tried to obstruct a batter. Okay? So when this thing happens, the law says that the ball immediately has to be called dead. The run in progress, even if the batters have not crossed for the 6th run, or even say in general law for the 1st run also, just if they have attempted and any batter is obstructed, that even though they have not crossed or they have not completed, that 1 run is counted. And the batters decide amongst themselves who shall face the next ball. That is the current laws of cricket. There is a provision that, so in this case, 3 runs, and then on the 6th run, after the overthrow, 6th run, he is obstructed. So how many runs are scored? 6 runs are scored. The batters choose which end to the next batter will face. And here, another provision in the law is that when a batter is obstructed, the ball will not count in the over. 5 penalty runs shall be awarded to the batting team. So now how many runs are required? 6 runs batter को मिल गया. So एक batter का century हो गया. ठीक है. 5 run penalty मिल गया batting team को. In addition to that. Okay. तो 5 run और add हो गया. So now the target is again 1 ball 1 run, because that ball, even though it is not a no ball or wide ball, will not count as one of the over. That is another provision. So that provision is that even if whenever a fielder obstructs or distracts a batter, the run in progress, whether they have crossed or not, will count. The ball will not count in the over. 5 penalty runs shall be added to the batting team, and the batters will choose amongst themselves who shall face the next ball, irrespective of whether crossed or not. Okay, so now they choose the batter who is on 94, and 1 run still required, 1 ball left, and he hits a 6. So that is how this situation was. So practically, this is never going to happen. But just original question was 1 ball 7 runs. Now the batters try to steal a run. So 5 penalty runs are awarded to the fielding team. So now the position has changed from 1 ball to the fielding team. It is in the fielding team's total.
Innings total.
Yeah. So target has increased by 5 because the batters committed an unfair act.
Thank you.
So this was just.
Sir,
So
हम
this
जब भी
is just that,
खेलते
there is a provision of stealing a run and this, so it is generally not there practically.
Well, superb. Thank you so much for that detailed, explanation. I wish you were my maths teacher sometime. If that would have happened, I would have really been good in maths. And Pradeep sir, now I can play your bouncers because I am ready for it after this question. Well, now it's time to give away the book. Sir, please, you have to announce the winner. And Theo Briganza, sir, please come here. He's not there. So, Prasad Ghag is going to win this special gift from Marine Sports. The book also says Laws of Cricket. So it's 1-1. And thank you so much, Mr. Pathak, for giving such an interesting question. Now we'll get back to the questions. I think, sir, 1 minute. There are a lot of questions to the speakers also coming. So one by one, we will take everybody's question. So please go ahead.
Yeah, so my question is to one of the fast bowlers. So as we know, Kapil Dev had a characteristic leap before he could land his back foot. What is in your opinion that art is now we are not seeing? Particularly the fast bowlers, they don't take a leap now during the...
I think you can go and ask the Australians, why is this happening to Indian cricket? The leap is missing, the swing is missing. Simple.
But any particular reason why even the coaches are not like letting the fast bowlers learn that, or any specific technical thing which has happened that they don't?
Technical thing which is imposed on cricket by the Australians. That is the only reason, and we are shamming away from it to agree to it. That's the shameful thing. Nothing else. Blind faith into manuals.
Thank you, sir. And thank you so much for that question. Any more questions for our guest speakers? Anyone would like to ask any question? I see a lot of youngsters also sitting. You are also free to ask questions. If you aspire to become a fast bowler, a medium pacer, or spin bowler as well.
Good evening, everyone. My question is to Pradeep, sir. Sir, I have a student who is having a mixed action. So normally we call about...
Come again?
Mixed action. I'm talking about...
Yeah,
he's a side on,
follow it.
side on semi. So he's front on, but his bowling action, the upper body is having a sling action kind of thing. So before 14 age group, he had a nice, good action, speed and everything was there. So once he has crossed that 14 age, now he's getting a back strain and everything. So whether it is correct to the bottom body has to be corrected or the upper body?
You cannot correct the bottom half.
Yeah,
So
that's
always
naturally,
see
actually.
Upper body, because your upper body comprises of smaller muscle groups, which can be treated easily. And lower body consists of all major muscles, which will never be able to be treated. So whatever corrections have to be done in the upper body.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Any more questions? We would welcome some questions from the audience. Any fast bowlers wants to get any tip? This is your chance on this special day.
We'll wind up.
Like Suresh, they said that bowlers are 2 steps ahead of umpires. Bowlers are umpires, much smarter than umpires. I'll show you. Calcutta, Hariyaran, pace bowler. Yeah? So previously 70s, the rule for no ball was front line, not back line, front line. So the umpire था ना उसको बार-बार no ball bowler को. तो उसने भी चाल चला. You know, he wants to 2 steps ahead of them. That is Suresh Shastri. Now Marcus, they are real happened. These jokes are happened on the field. I was involved in it. नाम पुट गया. Ranji Trophy finals, Wankhede. Suru Naik was bowler. And Raju Sethi, fast bowler. First ball of the match. Pass. First ball of the match, Wankhede. Yeah. बाद में पेस था, पहले पेस था. तो Raju Seth was wearing those leg guards, bump होता है ball. Morant. Leg guards of Morant. उसमें ball लग के ऊपर जाता है. So very first ball, Suru Naik cotton ball. But this on the first ball, this was the umpire is not ready to do out. Warm up. Warm up. So match continues. So शुरू को मैं बोला तुम्हारे कितने विकेट दिए तुमने? बोला ये दिस मैं बोला और कैच करना तुम्हारा वो cotton ball. It's not ready. Umpire is not ready to give out. For the first ball.
Gulam Parkar was a very versatile cricketer. Gulam Parkar was a very versatile cricketer, a brilliant fielder, super batsman, wicket keeper, as well as had a solid urge to bowl medium pace. And one of these matches at the university levels, Gulam was given the ball to bowl. So he took the ball, he was thrilled to bowl. He took the ball and went straight to his run-up. So the umpire asked him, because you need to inform the umpire whether you're bowling right arm, over. Said, "Kya dal rahe ho bhai?" Well, right arm very, very fast.
Youngsters don't know me, but elder people know me. I made run out, many of them. And I've taken fielding prize also. But for India, unofficial one day against Ireland, I kept wickets and 6 teams, and I got fielding prize. Yeah.
Well, superb. Thank you so much. And now I request, any more questions? You have a question? Yeah.
Last question.
Imran Khan was much quicker than Kapil. So the bowling part, yes, I will still say Imran, pace-wise. But if you consider as a cricketer as a whole, then I would still have Kapil Dev there.
Batting all-rounder or a bowling all-rounder?
No, on the same question, he wants your perspective.
Ian Botham.
Dani sir?
Because he was the best. A complete all-rounder. He could bowl a side out, win a game for the team. He could bat his stuff away and win a game for the team. He could do anything. So and field. Anywhere in the slips, anywhere in the gullies. So I think it's Ian Botham for me.
According to me, obviously Kapil Dev sir, because he's an Indian first. That's it. That's the reason is enough for me.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for gracing this occasion. Each and everyone present here, I thank everyone. And now it's time where I invite Mr. Milind Wagale sir for... I got blank. For a thank you speech.
Well, this is the most difficult part. I'm happy that no one's got up and gone away, because vote of thanks, normally people get up and go away. As I said, my sincere thanks to the passionate Dr. Vijay Patil. I'm not going to take a long time to talk, to give you anecdotes here. No anecdote on Kapil Dev at all. I've got thousands of them, but I will leave them for some other day, not at the vote of thanks. But regarding Dr. Vijay Patil, I've been associated with him now for about 20 years, that I've been doing the T20 and the general knowledge quizzes out here. Just one incident which I will always remember is on one particular year, we went out for the toss and he was there at the toss. We said we were recording it and we wanted to toss the coin and there was no coin. And fortunately it was not live, so we were doing the recording, we got a coin and then did the toss again. The next year the same thing happened and Dr. Vijay Patil had a coin in his pocket and he says, Milind, remember last year you didn't have a coin with you, this year I got a coin with me. So that was his passion for the sport. I only hope and pray as someone who does Olympic sports that this audience and, I'm going to come to ma'am out here, that we have plenty of other programs of this nature and we also get other sports involved besides cricket at this campus. To Dr. Vandana Mishra, the Pro Vice Chancellor, my association with her for the last 2 years, as I said, I've anchored a general knowledge quiz out here, amazing, 2,500 students, 13 institutions. I have got goosebumps and I'm sure we will have one more in 2025. So thank you so much and please convey our thanks to Dr. Vijay Patil. I wish Kadubai, our old friend, was here, but I know the sickness in the family and obviously he can't make it here. But to Prasad Desai, Pradeep Sundaram and Nadim Memon, I would like to say a big thank you because when I called them up, remember we as Indians have a habit of saying, Kal bataunga main aapko. And each of them said, in 30 seconds, hum aayenge. If they were busy, they would have said, nahi aa sakte. But in 30 seconds, they said, hum aayenge. So thank you to the three of you. Amit Dani and Prasad Desai are the Katta boys at Shivaji Park. I've had some great stories standing with them there when I go for my walk. So Amit, you've been a wonderful friend to me and a cricketer. And now at the MIG, of course, he's still the cricket secretary? No, not the cricket, but nevertheless, he's a wonderful bloke. Devendra Desai is not here today, and I am here today. I think the baton as anchors has to pass on, and I think Dipesh has taken over the mantle out here today. We've done a wonderful job. It's not easy to stand in front of a crowd and anchor a program, and you've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I would say the passion of the DY Patil students. We went around this evening on that guided tour. We were lucky that in our case, the Pro Vice Chancellor took us there, but the discipline of the DY Patil students is something absolutely fascinating. And it all stems from the leadership from the top to the bottom. It all stems from the leadership to these. They were all very polite. They took us around. So thank you so much, the students from DY Patil. To the students out there from Sangam Lords Academy, I think, and Hirve Sports. This has been a great lesson for you, listening to the stalwarts out here. Each of them has contributed in a huge measure to Mumbai's cricket and to Central Zone Rajasthan. My wonderful friend there, Suresh Shastri. And I must say something about him. I am not wanting to embarrass him, and I want you to give him a big hand because Suresh Shastri served this nation, and his son today continues to serve the nation as an officer in the Indian Army. I think he deserves a big hand. And last but not the least, I hope I have not left anyone out, to Marcus Kutto and the team. They have, it came to a point on the WhatsApp group where it started getting a little every day. But I can tell you that they're persistent. Marcus and I don't want to take names here. Amog is here and some of the others out here. It's about 10, 12 of you. It's not easy to organize an event of this nature. Marcus, you've done a wonderful job. We saw him doing it at the Parsi Gymkhana twice, if my memory serves me right. And out here today, they've done a wonderful job. Kapil Dev, of course, as we said, 66th birthday, great memories. You can go down into Wikipedia and keep on talking about him for endless days. So that's it from me, the vote of thanks. Thank you so much once again. It's been a pleasure being out here. My apologies, Nadeem. Yeah, as I said, Nadeem, if you can make some good tracks in other sports as well, I'll be happy.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. And now, sorry? He's hungry right now to sing. Well, thank you so much. It's time for just, meeting each other and then heading out for dinner. Thank you.
Dinner is on the first floor. There are volunteers to guide you.